Hi guys, and welcome to Carira Cryonics. We're gonna proceed to the opening ribbon cutting ceremony. I'm very happy you're here for your first day at your new job. Congrats for that. We have an almost functioning clinic behind this, and I'm very happy that you're here to see it, to discover it. So if you're ready for it, let's just cut this ribbon. 3, 2, you should count. 1. Here we go.
Cryonics is about preserving people that are already dying, isn't it? Like, why wouldn't you intervene earlier on in life?
Yeah, cryonics is about repairing. It's about repairing cells that are suspended. Explain.
Sorry to interrupt you, Alan. I think just we don't know each other. Maybe it's nice to pair up now and to interview each other because.
Yeah, I'm a geek. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What are you?
Okay. What did you do before?
Well, I've just come back from travelling in Southeast Asia.
My beliefs were basically kind of mocked by my colleagues. They really didn't get the take I have on these things, so I had to move away.
Okay. And I'm gonna be in the customer service, but
you have to know these things, you know what I mean? Because everyone's gonna ask questions
yeah,
all the
but
time.
that's the thing. I don't really know the technology yet.
How you can maybe preserve direct processes on the very lowest level of gestation. Like I studied embryology.
There was also looking at this job offer in North Korea, as a matter of rules of medicine, but they have been contested by some people. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm an addict to coffee, but there should be enough.
She's late.
How can you hire somebody who goes to a burial?
I don't know.
That's completely contrary to our beliefs, no?
That
Not a religion.
No, that's really.
Yeah, but I think, you face in society so much skepticism towards all these life-preserving technologies that if you're not strongly believing in it, people have to make a choice. If they opt for burial, this is basically the degradation of their body and their cells and all their materials.
Yeah, but everyone can make their own choice, and it's like also if his family members, they can make their own choice. So it's like I don't understand why someone can't be buried and someone else can't choose to just want to be frozen.
Well, I think we need to form a collective that is really strongly sharing and also actively doing.
It's like a cult.
Well, I don't know if it's a cult. Anyways, it's not my company. You see to that, and I'll do my job here as required.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to see that you have convictions, that you're, that's a strong statement to say that you will not go to a funeral. But,
Yeah, this is Dora. As you see, a very charming lady. She just came back from traveling in Southeast Asia. And that's basically what she said to me.
okay.
She grew up in Vienna, and she went to a Christian school. And now it all is kind of messy with her beliefs, because she doesn't know if she still believes in God.
So this is Ryan, and he studied at Oxford, and he's a scientist, of course, and a controversial one in some ways, though I guess you'd rather not mention it too much right now.
Well, I don't have problems. I'm a very straightforward guy.
How was
Should I present Sharon?
Yeah, maybe please. Sharon.
So Sharon is gonna take care of putting the bodies in the low temperature boxes to preserve the bodies, and I didn't really get exactly how the technology works, but I would like to know actually more about it, because I'm gonna be in the customer service and I've been reading some things. cryonics, but it would be good to know Sharon a bit more because I had Thomas called me and we didn't have time.
This is Arrow. She's doing like customer
Sorry,
service.
what's her name?
Arrow?
Era?
Arrow, like an arrow, like the arrow.
Ah, okay.
Nice,
Wow,
it's
sharp.
compared, so sharp.
Where are you from? Is it?
I'm from Paris.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah, she went to art school, you know, and so yeah, she's handling customer service, and
Do you find it funny that I'm from an art school?
yeah, I think it's pretty funny.
And doing mostly paperwork and communication work.
So basically we have what? Marketing,
Yes.
executive level,
Yeah.
and the science guy is me.
You're two.
Who's the second one?
I think Sharon, beyond being a technical support, has been working a lot these last months on getting himself into what scientifically is possible. And then there's Nova, which
Yeah.
you shouldn't underestimate.
Oh, of course. Yeah, why,
Ooh.
what's your background actually? We briefly talked about this on Skype, but can you
Yeah,
talk a
maybe
bit?
Nova is going to
So
present herself.
basically, I'm from La Réunion, which is an island next to Madagascar, a French island, and I got my bachelor in life and sciences at La Sorbonne Nouvelle, and also I got my master in cellular and molecular biology. So actually, I'm spending all my day in the lab, trying to find a way to live forever. Let's say it sounds a bit poetic, but I mean, once these people are going to be frozen, we need to find a way to.
Okay, you specialized in how to actually revive cells.
Yeah, I'm dedicated my days to this research. So we're going to basically
should
work
talk.
together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Great, yeah. I'm basically working on the other side. How to not die, you know?
Yeah. So
That's
that's
good. It seems like two people found each other.
and then do we know? No. What about you then?
What about me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron
that's
has
now
briefly
too, yeah.
been talking about Sharon, but mostly about what he's going to work on. We don't
Well,
know.
I'm from New York.
That's not a qualification.
What do you want to know?
Huh?
What do you want to know? Like where like
I
studying?
mean,
what
they
study?
were mentioning you kind of reading, you getting into this stuff. What's your take on?
It was, like I was working in an ambulance, basically. I'm not like a
You're a
scientist.
nurse.
Yeah. Or like
That's called a nurse.
not a nurse. I mean, I was
He's
like
way
an
more than
EMT
a
and
nurse.
like
That's not how he explains his experiences to me. He's way more than a nurse.
Yeah, of course. He's from New York.
Okay. I grew up like in a Jewish home. Like, I'm not really religious. I don't identify like with religion right now.
Yeah, you're the liberal guy.
Because I'm a New York liberal.
You think I'm a jerk because I don't go to funerals.
Yeah, that's true also, but it has nothing to do with like my background or my qualifications. Maybe we just don't personally like click. That's okay.
I think that might happen later.
Uh-huh.
Don't you think so?
I think it's decent, level of friction is also good in a company.
For sure, it's good.
Mhm.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. That's
It's
why
good
we
to know
have
that.
higher
Especially in the
different-
first meeting. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but I hope you feel comfortable.
But let's hear more from Nova.
No, but actually, I would just want to introduce the boss, Alan, who has a great CV. We met like 3 years ago at Instituut, and we just decided to build this company now.
Yeah, based on a meeting without frictions.
You can smooth this out.
I was born in Germany.
Me too.
You too?
Mhm.
Where?
In a small place in the Hunsrück area, you know that?
Yes, yes. No,
Yeah.
I've been living in Frankfurt. I grew up in Frankfurt.
That's not very far away. I kind of left it behind.
Okay, but my father is American, so yeah, my life basically there have been ups and downs, but I think that's what makes it very interesting. I've been into sports. I've been a professional swimmer for 10 years. I've done the Olympics.
You don't look like that.
I don't look like that.
I mean, not anymore.
Yeah, I had some physical problems, some back problems. You will soon realize that meetings I cannot sit during hours and hours. Sometimes I have to stand up to walk around. It's fine. It's fine. And then I studied in Frankfurt management at a management school. Quite late. I was 25. And after that, I moved to the States. Wanted to get to know my backgrounds, the roots I have there, and I applied at MIT, and I got into MIT to study bioengineering and physics.
How long? How long did you study there?
I studied for 7 years, and then I made a PhD.
All right.
Yeah.
I underestimated your science background.
But afterwards I got more interested, and I think that's how I define my personal position here. Less in the technical part, but more in the conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we do the work we do? So that's why maybe after this I would be very interested in you explaining more about why you would be interested in living forever. Why do you love your lives? Yeah, so maybe you could tell us, why do you love your life? And how would you convince people?
Well, yeah, I'll be in the customer service, so obviously I think I have to learn a little bit more about the company first, which is a good reason for being here today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very interested to find out more about it. I don't think I could really comment on that question.
So we will know a bit more about how like.
Let's do that now. Let's do that now, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there more coffee? Or? Get some?
Sorry, I just have to respond to that.
Then we wait for you.
Stay nice from you.
I told him not to call me.
What was your name again?
Maybe we
Sure.
can also
Sorry for being
have a tour in
What's
the
your name
future
again?
to show
I
me
know,
how to
yeah.
make it
Yeah.
at some
I
point.
think you're going to work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
So it doesn't
Coffee's out.
Coffee's out?
Yeah.
Wow. On the first working day.
So what happens if the company goes bankrupt? What happens to all the bodies?
I think we shouldn't think about that. I think I'm very optimistic about how this will run. Dutch people are very open-minded.
Yeah, but you have plan B, right?
They're also
No, I don't have plan B. I don't like the idea of having a plan B. I think we should stick to this idea. It's a lot about believing in it.
What's the tariff actually?
What we it's on the presentation. I'll show you. Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying,
Kind
what happens if the company goes under?
to be back.
Like,
I
is
think
there like
that's
an
not the
insurance?
discussion we
Yeah, I
should
think,
have today.
Yeah, I'm just here to answer money.
So, all these doubts and all these questions you are raising, come on, you're taking pictures.
Yes, for the Facebook page.
Okay. So, Carira Cryonics is a newly started company in cryonics. Cryonics is the science of using ultra-cold temperature to preserve human life with the intent of providing eternal life when technology becomes available to do so. The name, oh yeah, that's an anecdote. The name Carira is taken from Sanskrit word sarira, which originally means body, but when used in Buddhist text means relics. No,
I mean,
but
we're,
I'm shy
we're
on
basically
it.
just making like mummies.
Making mummies?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we make mummies. I think you should consider this a kind of suspension. So we suspend lives in a state where they can be reintegrated into a life as they possibly knew before. Or
Maybe.
She might. Yeah, maybe. Yes. You're so doubtful. I mean, it's a huge advance in technology that we're able to freeze people, to gain time, to have them take this decision today to live longer if they want to, but today we don't have the technology yet, so it's a matter of waiting for this technology to be at point.
Yeah, with fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Always.
So it's a once, like you do this payment once and you
Yes. Yes.
you buy eternal life.
We guarantee maintenance until the moment where we will be able to get them back. That works with you. We subscribe with. And
Maybe you can get it to be like a social welfare system where it's like every body has to be like preserved. You know, like why only like the rich people? Like maybe
That's
the
what we
government
do
should
with
pay
old
for it,
people, right?
and it's like every
Yeah,
person.
but I think
Right.
that's the next day. That's the next step that have to be taken.
It's like a right, you know, it's a fundamental right to have your body preserved.
It will be one day.
I'm an empiricist. I look at what's factual, what's happening in the laboratories. But as I said, I mean, I can do this. Technically, I can do what you asked me for. How about
Yeah, but that's good. I feel you're the guy with being down to earth. But what cryonics mostly involves is imagination. You need a mindset which allows you to think beyond the traditional way of looking at life. And together with the client, we sign all the needed documents. The procedure is not very different from the one during organ donations.
I am a religious objector to autopsy. What's the deal with religion here? I mean, is this a legal phrase? Anyways.
It's usually just like when people don't want their body like being autopsied or whatever, they just like, it's usually like a religious objection, so that's why they just have it. It's like, it's because they want the body intact.
So religion is like taken as a valid argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I strongly believe in the principle of eternal life and of this energy that it goes on, but it's something that exists in the multitude.
Right away into like basically like a cold freezer box, put them in the back of my truck, take them as quickly as I can to a much colder room so that we have a storage facility where we keep it at a really low temperature before we can move into the final.
Then you hand them over to me.
Yeah.
You better be quick. Hey, sorry, what's your name again? Sharon.
Sharon.
You're a she. No, you're.
No, it's Sharon. Charon.
Karen, Sharon. Okay.
Sharon. It's not a rocket science. It's like you just take the liquids out of the body, blood, put it through the mixture.
Yeah, but that's in my box.
What's the question though?
Well, the question is who's gonna be like? I mean, who's gonna be responsible for what happens in my domain? Is it? Am I gonna be?
You're responsible.
Am I gonna be forced to make compromises on my scientific method?
Larger tanks which are filled with liquid nitrogen. The tanks functions as thermos, maintaining the temperature at minus 196 Celsius. This is, by the way, the title of a book I published after my PhD. It's about death being wrong because life is right. Death should not be compulsory, but an option.
I think that when we die, you can observe on a microcellular level a number of processes. And what goes on basically is you could say it's degradation. Yeah. Things have become toxic, attacking each other in the cells, you know, the entire process is slowly falling apart. I don't think you can have the software without the hardware. Thought.
I think that we can't presume what happens after death, because we have really got no idea at this point. But I would probably say nothing if I had to answer that question. Yeah.
Like blank sheet.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
Like
know.
your shirt.
Like my shirt, yeah.
How about you, Aaron?
For me, it's a bit like Dora. I cannot really say. I cannot really imagine what's happening, but I can really say I have a clear idea of how it feels. Like this feeling of being dropped from heaven and falling, starting falling, and yeah, this idea that this feeling that at some point you're gonna fall into the ground, but you don't know when. And when I'm panicking, I
So
have the feeling that I'm, yeah, like death is still for me a big question mark, and I can still feel that I'm afraid of death, and when I'm panicking, I can see my clothes flapping, like when I'm falling or when I'm on a motorcycle, or
You know
decided
what?
that
Can I say something?
Yeah, for sure.
The whole death-life thing is the typical case of the false dichotomy. You know what I mean?
Elaborate.
Well, I can.
Asking.
It's simply, you know, you're asking basically, I mean, you're, okay, I have to scale down. It's always the if-or kind of scheme that you apply. Okay? And this is not the way you should do it. Because if you choose life, then we shouldn't even talk about death. Death is just the absence of life, right? So it's basically nothingness. We should be interested in the question of life.
But I'm very interested in you saying this kind of things.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I can see how nervous
what
it
I
makes.
was trying
Yeah.
to say also,
Yeah.
that when I'm like, also when I live, I can see myself falling, and at some point falling into the ground and hitting the ground, and I have the feeling I've been falling for 26 years.
But that's your feeling like of life. Like from all I've read, like when people have like near-death experiences, it feels like really pleasurable. It's like this feeling of just like release and like letting go, and it feels in your body produces all these chemicals that like, you know, you see like a white light or something, and it's just like this feeling that feels like really good, like euphoric almost. And just because like you have like these panic
Where did you hear
feelings
that?
that you're falling, like I've read books about like you know, people like descriptions of their own like sort of near-death experiences, if they were like in like car accidents, or if they were, you know, sick in a hospital or something like that, and just like they were like technically dead, like the heart stops beating or something like that, but then they were brought back. They all talk about like this kind of like dreamlike euphoria that they experience. And even like if you like look at the physiology, you'll see like the brain emits like all these endorphins and chemicals like right before people die. That's like what people think like makes death pleasurable. But I don't know, if it's my turn to speak, like I don't think anything happens after you die. I think you just, yeah, like our whole experience of life is from our own perspective. It's like what happened before you were born. Like you don't have perspective on that in any way. And it was nothing. And we have no idea what death is actually like unless we died. So, like, yeah.
Well,
But I mean, anyway, even like our patients are going to experience death. We just like, you know,
we
can't
focus
get
on
there.
dead patients.
Yeah. So we can't save them from this experience of death anyway.
We don't consider them dead.
I mean, they're dead. Okay, I mean, however you want to call it, you know, they're technically dead for a while, and then maybe you can bring them back, or maybe you can't.
Yeah. Nova, what about you?
Well, I truly believe that there's nothing after, and that's why I would like to have the choice. And I just don't want to die, and that's why I'm working. I'm dedicating all my time to this research, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna stay alive.
But it's
waking up again.
It's so conservative. It's like we're all living in this town, and we've never been in a different town or anywhere else, and we're just like, we have to maintain, like, we have to stay in this town for as long as possible. And if everyone like leaves the town at a certain time, like, we're basically just building a wall around that town.
Do you believe in parallel universes, or what is this all about?
No, it's just like the unknown.
Yeah, but you've heard
The known
of other
unknown.
towns.
What?
If you compare it to towns, you have heard of other towns, or heard of people going to other towns.
Yeah, so this is the ultimate unknown. So this is a situation where no one's ever heard of anybody leaving this town.
But
No
you
one's
speak
ever
about
heard-
it as if it was a known unknown.
No, I'm saying it's just the ultimate unknown. And we all humans for all time have always had to go there. And then we're just trying to say, like, we will never go there.
Orange juice.
Hey, Alan, this was my seat. I do.
So, but how did you two get together? I reckon you're around.
I mean, is he the one? Like, you know, I was reacting to your Facebook post.
The status update.
What Facebook post?
I don't
Is he
know.
your like? Is he your guy? No.
No,
I mean, he's not.
no.
We would be
Why
beautiful
do you
together.
ask this kind of
I'm just asking, you know.
It's
I'm,
really professional.
as I said, I'm a straightforward guy.
Okay.
But I mean,
No,
I
we are like really not really good friends. No, it's not, we can call it like
I
that.
guess we're having similar interests.
You mean us or?
No, not us.
Even
we have.
Alan is
I would have, I mean-
married and I'm already in a relationship, so it's okay.
He mentioned his kids. But I mean, what
Do
do
you
you
have
think
kids? No. Do you have
Still on
relationships?
On the way to
the
the kids,
relationship is.
do you want to get kids? Yeah. I mean, sorry if that's too personal, but
I mean,
I'm just.
can I speak openly?
Yes, you should speak openly.
I mean, I'm still a bit troubled by this setup. So I mean, basically, my contract now is signed. I'm in for like 6.5 per month.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Yes. I don't know where Sally is.
I mean,
But
Yeah,
did you
we-
get any use of Sally?
Hey, no.
I mean, ultimately, I think my ideal. I still feel attached to this whole community thing.
Still?
Like, well, I mean, a lot of people are calling it into question. But if you, I really like to think in boxes. I could seem that it's
Yeah, we've noticed
You've
that.
noticed
Yeah,
that,
yeah, no, but
you've noticed me.
yeah, also since also the Skype interview we got, like, also atmosphere.
You were mentioning the boxes in the Skype interview.
Did I? Yeah, it's kind of the general metaphor I go with.
Are they from cardboard or
From what?
what kind of boxes should we do?
No, it's just you need to think in frames.
Okay.
And so
It's just an outline.
it's a unit. And as I said, I still believe in the community unit, which is basically the fundamental structure of the family, the tribe, the base. That over here, right?
No,
reception does.
so So you ask your kids and so forth. It's good. I'm going to be like me. Because when you have kids, you need to compromise with the partner. And wait, what box are you in? Single box or the? I'm in the multiplicity.
So there are
Several boxes.
No, the thing would be to, think of the scheme, like think of a rectangular scheme. Now you can just proceeding by having angle, like one angle after the other. Yeah, you have a grid. No, so you have a lot of rectangles. That's right. So basically, I mean, to call it
sexual preferences.
Have you read Lazarus?
No.
You speak all these languages, come on. I think. What do you think about this? Sexual preferences. I reckon it's fun.
What does it mean?
That's up to you to tell me.
Well, I think that's a little bit too personal opinion. I think I don't know, maybe later in the year.
Don't make her feel uncomfortable.
I mean,
But it's more
That's
easy
what Bataille
to
calls
discuss.
perversion.
Okay. But that's a very boy thing.
Huh?
That's a very male
I don't have a problem with this.
No, me neither. But maybe she has.
The problem with what?
With how do you put it in the most general term? With the male-female dichotomy?
Which one?
Male-female?
Male-female dichotomy? Why?
Why? I feel comfortable with this scheme.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I mean, you seem to be the liberal, kind of emo guy, swinging over from New York.
I don't know, man.
That's awesome.
Macan is insane, right?
Matt? Or
Metal Fest.
what's his Sharon? Did you have one?
Yeah.
That's a category like one reason that
Work with the dead.
authenticity.
Maybe like almost dead or suspended.
right?
Seems like the worst joke.
Is this what you listen to in the car?
Yeah.
What
kind of music do you like?
Wake up the dead.
Oh, maybe I should put the song after.
Okay.
I'm also doing
First, we don't enjoy that one.
I think it's like a whole set though. So
To make your pleasure. Oh, it's an entire set.
Yeah,
That's for now.
yeah, but you can choose after the song.
Obviously, my contract is on studies. Sharon is on the verge of being,
Yeah, I think like metal fans are the most putting into like any type of music.
I think it would be a good.
But don't all music addicts say that as their music preference?
No, like like some people listen to like live variety.
Yeah. But
Are you sure?
I also say no.
How many times per hour?
I'm not into metal, but I can understand like people are into one type of music.
Yeah, I mean there's still this teenager on the bench. You know this big bench that is covered with mosaic?
Hey Matt, I don't want to offend you, but can we change the music?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
You can pick whatever you want.
Are you into this stuff?
Yeah. It's like all of us.
It's good. Really boy stuff.
Yeah.
You're that kind of character, are you?
No, I just like this music, man. I just like, there's women like music too.
I mean, is that body? I just switched to this small screen. So, I mean, what do you think about something a little bit more?
Have a look and just let me know.
Hey, Ian.
calling you.
Oh, so she's what's this fucking French stuff? I really hate that. What's up?
We found a box for you. We found a box that might suit you. We were talking about this box having a grid structure.
It's not focusing.
Come on.
Hold on. I just need to fix the music. I can get really sentimental about this.
Yeah, this isn't that my thing.
That's what I think it is.
How do you feel about managing the customer service?
Yeah, I feel
What's
like
this?
there are some questions that are still not really, like I still have questions in my mind, so I will probably, also because like, I feel like we need also more like private
It's a metaphor, but
explanation of the whole life.
I mean, yeah, today is a bit chill, but I think we need you 100%.
Yeah.
that's the general way
Really focus.
it stands.
And it's really important. People
So
are
what
gonna
does it stand for then?
passion.
This
Mhm.
box.
They don't
I
gonna die.
think the box is.
You have to take it really
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah.
Remember this guy interview we had? He was talking
I
about.
really have to put
Already
this.
there, he was talking about.
I mean, for me, it's really like this
Man, come on.
transhuman.
So that's why.
Did you like the music?
Nah.
The life.
Come on.
And
I was like,
They were really enjoying it over there.
He's avoiding.
it's really interesting for me, so I like, it's just like, I really have to get this thing that it's not in my, like,
Can it be a little with a little bit more rhythm?
yeah, well, we'll change the engine.
Can you sing to that? Okay, I'm we're on a straight tension with you because I'm wondering how far it's so professional or are we losing it to something so the question was I don't believe
Because they're like Catholic?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, it's definitely good for me.
it's more Catholic people who get,
Yeah, Italy's like very Catholic.
yeah, but somehow, like, being afraid of the death. And no, like, the whole, I have the thing, the whole Catholic religion is also about, like,
Like living forever.
yeah, but it's just, I don't know, this all wrong and right, you know, it doesn't seem to be about life and death, but more if you do things good in your life, or if you don't do things good in your life, you know, more than thinking about, like,
That's what.
but yeah, it's true, like, it's also about what's after death, yeah.
After death.
Huh?
Afterlife or after death?
Of course.
Afterlife, sorry.
Yeah.
So have you ever done anything like this before?
Why do you ask?
this is the way I
Yeah, like, I don't know, like,
this is the way I
making people live forever.
And it's the first.
interfere
The first.
fundamentally believe about life.
Frozen pet?
I think death is not a category.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in the world?
I think death
No,
is
no,
a very
because
real
that
category. I think there's a very,
it's really
very
personal.
small
It's your
select
first
few people who are going to actually have this service.
You must like miss it
available
very
to
much.
Yeah.
them. Maybe it will come.
So are we
when
catering
you're
to the elite? Is that what you want to
I
say?
think so. Yeah.
But you feel comfortable with it.
Should we select on Darwinistic criteria?
What do you mean by that?
Do you want to improve life?
I think that other people.
Do you consider yourself already high on the scale?
I want to improve my life. I think that's what it is.
That's completely fictional.
No, that's not me.
Nova?
I think it's all dramatized.
Nova, is there more glass?
It's stories. It's stories.
No, it's good to have another French lady in there. He's feeling it. We will get along. That's good.
because of non-factual personal issues.
Of non-factual personal issues?
Yes.
Did I get you right?
Yeah, you got me right.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Can
convictions,
you
you
be
develop them
specific?
on experiences, right?
This sounds like an empiricist take.
Yeah, but you don't...
I think
I'm very convinced about the fact that convictions, very strong convictions, you develop them not based on other people thinking, but...
Sharon, have you ever seen a beautiful corpse?
Yeah.
You want to talk about in the past?
You have?
Yeah, I mean, like after, like, if someone dies from like cyanide poisoning,
And what does that look like?
like their cheeks turn like cherry red, the skin turns like almond, and it's like liver mortis.
What's liver mortis?
It's basically like when they're like their body looks like that. It was beautiful. It's like,
I've never seen it.
oh, well, you know, I can kill somebody with like cyanide or something like that and put it in their drink.
I'm not sure if they are ready.
I'm just joking.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but
So, what do you think of the company so far?
I think it's like this, like they're trying to make a cult.
A cult?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't know, like live forever, and it's like this is like the right thing to do. It's like good and evil.
But you don't believe that, do you?
Nah.
After seeing so many dead bodies.
I mean, I just don't think that we know like what's the right thing to do. Even that like living forever, you know, is the right thing to do. Like, I don't think so.
I would agree.
Why do you wear sunglasses?
do you want to talk about size?
About size. That's.
If there are L, it's
I'm
because
ready for this.
I'm
I'm ready for
sizing
this.
L.
I think in that case,
Ah.
You're...
I think wear the entire outfit. No, I wanna.
Wheel in the
check.
bodies. Like nobody.
Yeah, with the gloves, it's a bit.
It's good. Yeah, and get...
We can fix this.
How are you, Adam?
And then we're gonna process the bodies.
Also like to get Alan, look at our new employee.
Right, so nice. You should get on the same. You should get on the same.
No, come on.
That's right. We could do this without this. Hockey Smart wants to know about my social skills, right?
Who is Mr. Smith?
Their lack of social skills.
My lack of social skills.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
I
want
want
me
to know why. Why you
do you
don't
want me
have
to
any,
show my physical skills rather than social skills?
Are we fighting there?
I don't know. It's up to you. We can have this out in the open. you
Okay,
know?
glove boy. We can
Huh?
fight if you
Huh?
want.
You want to go outside?
No, I'm like perfectly happy drinking
Okay.
my wine
Please,
here in an
you shouldn't
office
drink anymore.
for the first day.
Do you want some water?
No, give them drinks. They should drink. They should feel comfortable. You want a beer?
Yeah,
Alan,
I know you're Alan. You're a.
We have this-
Alan has a lot of
No,
skill
but we
in
have
management.
this great white wine. Do you want some white wine?
Yeah, as I said,
Come on, take that.
a healthy degree of fiction,
And
of
let's drink
friction,
on.
of fiction is
Come on, guys.
and affection. I'm not Asperger. I think you really don't read me.
I just said you were like somewhere on the scale. I
Yeah,
didn't say you're
everybody's
like,
on a scale.
I'm not like a.
We can get along. I think we can.
I think we get along great.
Let's just share the territory.
Cheers, boys.
Yes.
What are we drinking?
What are we drinking? I mean,
Yeah.
are you still the boss, or
am the
am I
boss.
free to
I am
take
the
your
boss.
Your job.
position?
Yeah.
You would love to, right?
No.
It will take you a
too
few
much to
years, but maybe...
Yeah. I'm beyond PhD already.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Beyond PhD.
Yeah.
It's not technically a program.
Yeah, you made your own degree.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, it's a yeah. I dropped out.
Why do you always challenge him on that? Trust him.
Oh, I don't challenge him. I think he's a great driver.
I think you do.
Alan, I didn't read your LinkedIn. You don't have a profile.
No.
Why
I'm not
don't
into
you?
LinkedIn. Should I?
Oh, I mean, you're now you're on the running side. Yeah, but your side is life after death, and mine is life tout court. You speak French, don't you?
I know enough French to understand.
You want to take all the way
I will listen to Celine Dion. That's a great song, Nova. Thank you.
I really like her.
You like Celine Dion?
But you know,
Yeah.
her husband
She looks a bit
died.
like you.
What should we say? Hey,
Yeah.
live forever, guys.
I prefer the one before.
Hold on.
We could make a playlist that gathers all these songs.
Yeah,
How do you feel about
yeah.
that?
I just die in your arms.
Like my formal qualifications make me modest compared to smart guy.
Appeal to quiet all strife and bring forgetfulness of every ill.
I
You want
function,
some?
I function with confidence. So, no, let's get back to what you actually asked me. My take on the life-death issue. Sharon. Yeah, that's a big question.
In a purely, how do you say this, operative level, then emotion is just a nervous thing that the hardware-software metaphor that many people use now these days.
You can cut it off just there.
I want sound. I just wanted to
Can you put on different music? I don't. I don't. She's, I think, in the customer relations.
What about Sharon?
Is there a problem with me putting on
Sharon's
song?
problem.
Sharon is,
Sharon's problem.
yeah, pretty cool.
Sharon's
He's a cool
problem.
dude.
Sharon's problem is the dude, what they call the dude phenomenon.
The
So
dude
maybe you
phenomenon.
put on a song and then you activate this one.
So, I think so,
In what way can you deal with pressure?
because I
bigger than
Well, I'm under
I
pressure
don't
right
wanna
now
shock
from you.
people.
I mean, you're my boss and you
I-
don't
this
seem
is
to have a
my
problem
take,
with me putting on a song.
So
I
choose
try
a good song.
I try to enter on
I'm
the
trying.
But my general experience is that my employer is actually much later than I am, which makes me in advance only in this time, like